Despite the 6500 being the more feature-rich toothbrush, it is the 5500 that is my pick and recommendation. It's a brush I just say go and buy, whereas the 6500 is not. Having used both, I don't think the extras are justifiable for most users. So many things on these brushes are the same, but the main differences are as follows. The Series 6500 has 3 cleaning modes compared to the 2 of the 5500. The 6500 has 3 brushing intensities that the 5500 does not have. The 6500 has a dedicated cleaning mode button. The 6500 has a visible pressure sensor. The 5500 has a better battery life. The 6500 always comes supplied with a travel case. The 6500 has Bluetooth connectivity. The 6500 is 2 decibels quieter. The 5500 is cheaper. 9 differences listed, but they actually have little impact on day-to-day use for the vast majority of toothbrush users in my experience. Different cleaning modes can potentially yield different results, but the reality is that the differences, if any, are negligible and hard to prove. For me and most other individuals I have spoken to, the 2 modes on the 5500 are more than enough. Having the added functionality to change the intensity of the cleaning mode is a nice touch. The more granular control really allows me to dial in the mode to my liking, but I don't feel it is an absolute necessity or moves the needle in cleaning ability. My plaque disclosing tests don't appear to show any difference in how well the brushes clean. Unlike the 6500, the power button is used to change between modes on the 5500. The lower second button on the 6500 changes the mode and intensity, whilst the top button turns the brush on and off only. I can't deny that the visible light ring around the base of the 6500 is a nice feature. The purple light makes it very clear that the pressure sensor has been activated, but then again, so does the vibration pattern through the handle and the change in sound. For the deaf, the light is an added extra benefit, but it's not a make or break feature addition. Interestingly, the 5500 gives another 9 days of usage time in my hands on testing of the brushes, despite having the same battery. An explanation as to why, I do not have, but the Bluetooth connectivity could have something to do with it. But I have refrained from having an active connection to the brush at the time of testing the battery, so this is just a theory. A travel case, particularly the compact and lightweight case Sonicare offers, is without doubt a handy addition, particularly if I were a regular traveller. Heck, it's useful for even the odd night away. There is a variant of the 5500 which comes with such, but the 6500 always comes supplied with one. One variant of the 6500 comes with a charging travel case, something that isn't included in the box with the 5500. Again, it's nice to have and might be a more convenient option for recharging for some, but with a battery replenishment needed a little over once a month, it's not a major factor in my opinion. The Bluetooth connectivity on the Series 6500 allows the handle to connect to a free Sonicare smartphone app available for iOS and Android. It will show on screen the elapsed brushing time and if any excessive brushing force is being used. It does not have position tracking. Post brushing, it will log the cleaning cycles into various charts to highlight my brushing habits over time. My hands-on review explains this in a bit more detail, but essentially I can get more insight into my oral care routine with the 6500 than I can with the 5500, but it doesn't fundamentally teach me to brush better. According to my testing results, the 6500 is 2 decibels quieter than the 5500. 61 beats the 63 of the 5500. I have no logical explanation as to why. Both were used in the same way, and from a construction point of view, both appear to be similar. Something seems to dampen the sound slightly with the Series 6500 though. Hardly a big difference. Lastly, given the fewer features, the retail price of the 5500 is less, subject to change of course, but the £200 to £210 retail price is at least £80 less than the £290 to £300 of the 6500. Typical selling prices seem to open this gap to about £100 on average. Thus, 3-year ownership costs work out at around £100 more with the 6500 compared to the 5500. A link to buy my pick is available in the video description.